In this week's parasha, we have the rebellion of Korah and his men against Moshe Rabbeinu. But if you look at the start of the parasha, it's not just Korah who's leading the group. You have a Kach Korah ben Yitzhar ben Kehat ben Levi, that's the first pasuk, Datan and Aviram ben Eliyav, ve'on ben Pelet ben Reuven. We have Korah, but then we have some other characters as well that are with Korah. Datan and Aviram, as well as On ben Pelet from the tribe of Reuven, they're with Korah as well. And On ben Pelet, Midrashim say, is going to get saved by his wife. If you have a good wife, good life. And but Datan and Aviram, they join in with Korah. And Rashi over here, famous Rashi, all Rashis are famous, but says Rashi, we learn from here, Oy l'Rashav, Oy l'Shcheno, woe unto the evil person, woe unto his neighbor, because he says that, Datan v'Aviram, the tribe of Reuven, was right next to where Korah and his family encamped, and that ultimately they influenced each other and they followed Korah. But it's not just Korah, but we also have Datan v'Aviram, these Reuvenites that are with Korah, and the 250 men, and even according to many Midrashim, or so according to some commentators, the 250 men were actually all from the tribe of Reuven. It all came from that one corner of the camp. So I heard a really cool idea from Rabbi Khan in one of his Divrei Torah from last year on the arguments between Moshe and Datan and Aviram, and how it actually relates back to an earlier machloket, to an earlier story in the Torah. Okay. So Korach's like, Moshe, why are you in charge? Why is Aaron in charge? We're all holy. Shouldn't we all be in charge? And then Moshe responds to Korach. He says, he says, Korach, listen to me, the children of Levi. He used this funny language of, is it not enough? Is it not enough for you guys that God separated you out to be the Levi'im, to be these holy leaders of the Jewish people from the tribe of Levi? You need so much more. You have to be like the number one guy in charge. And then Moshe sends a message to Datan and Aviram, and he says, Datan and Aviram, come, I want to speak to you. And they respond to him. They tell him, no, we don't want to come see you. And then they say, again, this funny language, Hame'at ki elitanu me'eretz zavat chalav udvash lamitenu b'midbar ki tistarer aleinu gam yistarer. They say, is it not enough, Hame'at, that you took us out of a land of milk and honey to have us die in the desert, and now you also want to dominate over us? So really a crazy argument. It's an argument that makes no sense at all. Is it not enough that you took us out of the land of milk and honey? He's talking about the land of Egypt. We know what's the land of, what's the Eretz Zavar Chalav Udvash? Eretz Yisrael. It's a major chutzpah line right now. This is a crazy argument. He goes, it's not bad enough. You made us leave this beautiful land of Egypt, of Zavar Chalav Udvash, terrible thing. And now now you also want to be in charge of us? So it's a very funny language. This language in the Torah, we only find one other place in the Torah. And that's, if you back it up all the way back to Sefer Bereshit, Parashat Vayetze. If we go back there, Leah was busy having a bunch of kids. But then, Rachel saw she couldn't have kids, so she tells Yaakov, marry my maidservant, and then Leah says, marry my maidservant, and Yaakov starts having a bunch more kids. And now, the Torah tells us that one day, Vayelech Reuven, this is back in Vayetze, Perek Lamed, Pasuk Yud Daled. It says, Vayelech Reuven, b'yemei Ketzir Chitim. Reuven, this is the oldest son of Leah, went out into the field, Vaymatza Dudaim Basadeh, and he found these special flowers, the Dudaim, and he brings them to his mother Leah, and Rachel sees Reuven bringing his mother Leah flowers. Vatomer Rachel Leah, says Rachel to Leah, can I please have some of those flowers? We spoke about this in an earlier recording months ago. Vatomer la, and now here's the pasuk for us. And Leah responds to her, Hame'at kachtech et ishi v'lakacht gam et duda'ei beni. Leah says to Rachel, I don't understand. Hame'at kachtech et ishi. Is it not enough? Again, the same language. Is it not enough that you took my husband from me? V'lakacht gam et duda'ei beni. Now you also want my flowers? Crazy argument. And we spoke about this in the past, but what's Leah talking about? Is it not enough that you took my husband? Now it's true, Leah married Yaakov first. But that only happened because Rachel gave her those simanim, because Rachel let her marry Yaakov. Now, we spoke in the past, did Leah know, did she not know? But it's a crazy argument. What do you mean? Is it not bad enough you took my husband? Now you want my flowers too. You only married Yaakov in the first place because Rachel let you. So what a crazy argument. Very similar to the crazy argument of the Datan and Aviram in our parsha, saying, Moshe, how could you take us out of the land of milk and honey, out of the land of Egypt? Now, in that discussion between Rachel and Leah, there was one other person standing there. That was Reuven. Reuven, the son of Leah, was holding those flowers, giving the present to his mother Leah. He heard this crazy argument of his mother Leah. Says Rabbi Khan, it could be that argument, that fight, this feeling, this brotherhood rivalry, or this sisterhood rivalry of Rachel and Leah got instilled in Reuven over here, and this argument of Hame'at Vegam is going to go into Reuven and his great-great-grandkids, Datan and Aviram, and maybe those 250 followers as well, who some say is from the tribe of Reuven. They make that same argument to Moshe Rabbeinu. History repeating itself, and sometimes the negative things that we might do or the negative things we might say will get instilled in our kids and can come up a couple generations later. Interesting idea. Shabbat Shalom.